Hello, my name is Spencer, and if we haven't met, I'm your UK dealer for Pentashot. Today is another how-to video. I gotta be honest, it's actually the one I've been looking forward to out of most of them, because today I'm going to show you how the EVO works, which in my opinion, and it is my opinion, it is currently the best designed gun in the world. It's just amazing. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to show you how it works. So if you've ordered an EVO, if you've never fired an EVO before, but you've ordered one and you're wondering what you're going to get, we do two types effectively. We do not the colours, just the grip. So the idea is that all of our pistols can be used either for training or for competition. When you get to the EVO and the FLP above it, they become, or you're then using, our elite weapons. So today I'm going to show you what you get and how it works so that you can get the most out of it. But importantly, one thing I do need to say is important, you mustn't be scared of these things. They're laser pointers, that's all they are, but they're very, very clever how we've designed them. So what I'm going to show you today is how to get the best out of it, and then I'll ask you to do me a favour, have a play. Get your mum and dad to have a play, you do it. Change sights, move the handle, move things, so that when you are on competition or when you're in front of the firing range and you are there, sorted. Okay, right, so this is an ambidextrous grip. This is what comes with an EVO if you order it with an ambidextrous, and this is my daughter's, easy hassle. This is called an anatomical grip, so it's only for right-handed shooters. We obviously do left-handed versions as well. With this grip would be for you when you're competing, and it is effectively built for your hand. So this is a medium one, no, it's a smaller line. So this is a small grip, which obviously fits my hand as well, because this has also got this little bit here, which moves up and down. Not a lot on these, but it does move. So when you come to order, or if you've already ordered, you order the grip above the one that you need so that you can grow into it. So the reason why I've got these two is to show you the grip. I'll now concentrate on this one. So why do I like it so much? Well, one of the things I like so much, let me get back to that. So when you open your box, as I say with all of the pistols, you get certain things. One will be 2 screwdrivers, which I'll show you what they're for in a minute, starting magnet, safety instructions, and this 4mm hex screw. So, and a cleaning mat. So what does the hex screw do? So effectively all this is for the grip. So one thing that we always suggest to people is always get the grip to the right way you want it. So you've got, I won't actually do it on this one, I'll do it with this one, because this has got the training handle on it. So the palm grip slides up a lot. So you can go from very small people to very large people, very small, very large. But what this has done, because it's on, I can't actually get into the grip. So I'll do that one. So if I tighten this one up, that there. So this one, because it hasn't got that bar, I can undo it. And when I undo it, both this grip and that grip move up and down. So you can work out the best angle that you fire. So some like to go like this, some might be like whatever you feel. So undo it slightly when you get it and get it to the right angle that fits for you. Once you've done that, then unless it fits you beautifully snugly, then you're doing this one. And this is one of the things I like about this, is because see, it does move a bit, get it so that it fits right. What I was going to say was, one of the things I like about the EVO is everything that helps you be comfortable with it is adjustable, which I like, because I don't want to have or be using a pistol or be using a simulator that I don't really feel, I don't trust it, don't feel comfortable. Yeah, that's really important to me. So both of these particular weapons have got green laser sight, green fibre optic sights, because Daisy and I both prefer the green ones. We do red ones well, which are equally as good, but in light like this, we feel that they make, wow, not bad, eh? So again, this one's got green sights as well. Now, you'll notice, or you may not have noticed, that they're not adjustable. So these will stay the same, But what I would suggest is before you compete, or every time you take it out the box, just, there's 2 little screws in there, just make sure they're tight. Because you don't want anything moving, do you? Because otherwise, when you're banging the table and you're doing this, yeah. So what these screws are for as well, is the very small one, is how you adjust the aim on the pistol. So what you'd normally expect, or what I would normally expect, is having an adjustable sight like this. You click it, fire, which can be a little bit finicky. So what we've done is, if you imagine or picture the lasers in there like this, and it sits there and it's sitting on 2 springs. One spring is underneath here and the other spring is on the other side of this. So if you were to turn the top one, it would either push the laser down or bring it up, which would make it go in that plane. If you do the side, it says left or right, which does that. And why is that important? Well, if you are setting up and you're thinking, right, my sight is off, one of the things that we suggest you do is pick somewhere on there that you're aiming. So normally I'd say on the 6, that's just underneath there, and see when you fire where the laser actually hits. So if it's hitting there, for instance, you know it's too high and it's left. So you need to turn the left to bring the laser across and then bring the laser down. So then you know that if you're aiming at there, that's where the laser's going to hit. Now, it's not only is that a good way of getting your sights, but it also gives you confidence so that every time you pick this up, if the sights are on, you know where you're going to hit, which in laser run is pretty important. So that's the first thing. That's one of the adjustable things. The second one, or in my opinion, one of the most important ones, is how to adjust the trigger. So again, we've got different 6 different lengths of fingers. So you can undo the trigger and move it backwards and forwards, dependent on the finger that you've got. So again, you just want to be touching the trigger with the palm. If you haven't shot before, we do some training, or we're planning to do some training as well, but find your local pentathlon club, find your local laser run club, and they can give you some coaching as well. But what you want to do is have it so that you see there, literally I've got it just on the pad of my finger, otherwise I'm pulling it across. Yeah. Then you've got one of the things that I think is really clever about this. You have 2 screws. You have a screw that's there and you have a screw that's here. The screw that's here determines the length of travel before it fires. So where it's set now, hardly moves. If I mess about with it, I can actually give it a little bit more travel. So watch. So if you are a shooter or you've been involved in shooting before, then you'll know. So this is your first pull, tension, bang. Now my daughter likes it like that, that's why this gun is set up like that. Whereas I prefer no pull, so that when I pull it, bang, my finger hardly moves. And then the second one, the front one, what I would suggest you do, so it's that one there, is tighten it up all the way until it's tight. Not horribly tight, just tight as you think, yep, so. And then it doesn't work. So what you've done is you've over tightened the trigger, but now what you want to do is just bring it back. So I'll bring it back a little bit and then try it. Nope, still not working. Bring it back a little bit more. I'll do that, shall I? Yeah. So what's happening now, you see my finger barely moves before it fires. So you can adjust the sensitivity of the trigger. I like it really sensitive. My daughter doesn't like it so much because she comes from a pony club background where and then they fire. So she's taking tension as she goes. The Evo lets you play, and that's one of the things I love about it. The way it's balanced, this is the area where you can put extra weights. So you want a heavy gun, because obviously if you've been running around and you're shooting as well, you're out of breath, it's maybe windy as well. The lighter the gun, this is why UIPM have rules on weight, but the lighter the gun, the more it's going to swing around. So these are beautifully weighted. Most of the weight is in the barrel, but you can add extra weights on there if you want. And that is easily my favourite gun. That's an Evo. Me again. It has been brought to my attention during the editing of this video that I forgot a couple of things. So I do apologise, but I intend to make it right now. So, one of the things I get asked quite a lot when I send these guns out to people like yourself is, where's the battery? So with the Evo, the battery, like all of them, is in the barrel. And basically this is what you do. There's a screw at the front, which we unscrew, just like that. And then just slide this down to there. Don't take it all the way off, don't need to take it off. And then just put the battery in. Simple as. While I've got this open, I want to show you something. Now, all of our pistols are the same in that they try and make life a little bit easier for you as the athlete, as the shooter. That's a good point, actually. My hit and miss is just running out of battery. You know, I said to you earlier about the battery, they're alkaline and they just drop off, so they don't just die. This one has just died. So now we know I need to get a new target, or at least new batteries for the target. So what I was going to show you, I can't do it now, but that's not an issue. So when you're setting the target, when you're setting the sights, you can either do it the good old-fashioned way, which is aim somewhere on the target, fire, aim somewhere on the target, fire. I think, as I might have said to you before, when we do it, aim somewhere on the board, somewhere that you want to aim. I always recommend you aim at 6, which is just underneath the bolt, and then see what happens when you fire. If the laser's hitting the 6, you know that the sights are spot on. If the laser's not hitting the 6, let's say it's top left or up the top, then adjust it, how I showed you earlier on in the video. But there's a difference. Again, with all of our pistols, the GLS 17 and so on, there is a little button right next door to the little blue light. If you press that and hold it down, the blue light will start flashing. And when it's flashing, if you put your hand in front of the laser, you'll see the lasers flashing as well. What that allows you to do is sight up without having to continually do this or move. So you can look straight down the sights, decide where you want to aim, and then when you look at where the laser is, then you can say, right, okay, I'm going to change it there, point it back up. No, it needs to go left a bit. Done. And that's all inside here as well. So again, when you put the battery in, all you do, slide it closed, because you don't really want to be inside this. All sorts of information, all sorts of stuff could happen. Tighten it back up, ready to go. And that is the Evo. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.